Rob Smit, you're working for the Port of Amsterdam.
Correct.
And there are two new connections to the Port of Amsterdam that ultimately link to China. One was launched via Slavkov to Xi'an, and the other one was launched between Amsterdam and Duisburg. In which sense is this something new for the port?
Well, thank you. Thank you for your questions. Well, the connection from Amsterdam to Duisburg by rail is brand new. It didn't exist before. In fact, it was a missing link in the network of Samskip and Nunner. Nunner operates the weekly trains from the Chinese cities of Xi'an and Changsha to Duisburg. And for Samskip, the new shuttle is a connection to its short sea services to the UK and the Norwegian west coast. So, this new service will also strengthen the intermodal service via Amsterdam beyond Duisburg to Sweden, to Denmark, Poland, Italy, and Turkey. So we are very glad with this new service. And another partner in this cooperation is District Rail. District Rail provides the rail haulage service. And in the new connection, the intermodal terminals which are involved are the TMA Terminal and the Samskip Terminal in Duisburg. Well, you mentioned also Slavkov. Well, Slavkov is an important already existing transfer point on the routes of one of the routes from Duisburg to the various destinations in China. So this is not really new.
Okay. And in which way is the Port of Amsterdam involved in these projects?
Well, from the beginning of this initiative, we strive to play an active role, which suited our role as a port authority. So we have been involved to get the several parties around the table to get in touch with each other. You cannot do this on your own. And for instance, our relation with our German friends in Duisburg played an important role to get the shuttle done.
And an active role means that you find it important to be connected. So can you explain what is the importance of being connected to China for the Port of Amsterdam?
Well, for us as a major seaport, intermodal transport connections to the hinterland are very important. The better the intermodal connectivity of our port, the higher our port value for our logistical and industrial companies located in our port area. So therefore, the rail connections with China via Duisburg are very welcome. And it's an important addition option next to the sea and air freight options. And furthermore, rail is, of course, a very sustainable, safe, and efficient mode of transport, and has a key priority in the strategic agenda of the Port of Amsterdam.
And you said the connection via Slavkov already existed. How long did it exist?
It exists for a couple of years. I don't know exactly the period, but it's not directly linked to Amsterdam. It was already an existing point in the route to China and Western Europe.
Yeah, and which other connections do you have between Amsterdam and China?
Well, this is the major via Duisburg is the one and only direct connection to China. And of course, we have several destinations, or Nunner has several destinations in China, but via Duisburg is the connection from Amsterdam.
Until now, there was the connection between Amsterdam and Duisburg was mostly done by trucks, and then from Duisburg there are plenty of connections. Why is it that the direct train connection between Duisburg and Amsterdam started now and not earlier?
Well, it's because it's a very short distance, of course, so you have to compete with the low truck costs. And like I said, it is a missing link in a broader network from the short sea connections to the UK and Norwegian. the time was not right to get this cargo on the train, like with a rail service. So together with Samskip and Nunner, things came together, and enough cargo to get it on a rail service.
Yeah. And you're saying that it was hard to compete with the trucking prices. Is that different now?
Well, it's still hard to compete, but you can compete because it's a part of a broader network. Only the connection between Duisburg and Amsterdam by rail is too small. So that's why it's important to get it connected to China, and on the other hand, to the other connections which I mentioned before.
Yeah. Do you think it's important for a Western European port to be connected to China by rail?
Yeah, it's very important. Shippers like to have various alternatives to get goods from A to B by barge, by sea, by road, but also by rail. You see shortages in drivers for the trucks. You see problems at the water levels for the barge transports. So there are many factors which have an influence on this.
But do you not compete with yourself when it comes to the sea-going vessels to China or from China?
Well, Amsterdam plays a specific role in the intermodal transport. We aim to be a real short sea port, so with connection to the UK, Norwegian West Coast. So it's really strengthened our role as an intermodal hub, because we don't have these big vessels from China directly to Amsterdam. So no, it is not competing with the services already existing on Amsterdam.
Okay. So in that way, your role is completely different from the Port of Rotterdam, for example.
Yeah, we are a different port in Rotterdam. Like I said, we are a niche player in the container intermodal services. We aim on the shortened distances for the sea, but for the hinterland, China is a very important area, of course.
Yeah. So the UK connection is very important. Do you plan to exploit this further with these new train connections?
Yes, of course. We together with our partners Samskip and Nunner, we look for other direct ways, but we do things one at a time. So first this service, and to expand the frequency of this service, and furthermore we look for other direct destinations.